Hello, welcome to Wiser Image. What if the life you're praying for is waiting on the other side of one brave decision? What if your comfort zone is the only thing standing between you and your calling? This is the story of a young woman who decided she would no longer shrink to fit a space she had outgrown. Her name is Nicole. She wasn't handed shortcuts. She studied late, learned system software, communication strategies, scheduling logistics, and office operational procedures. With determination in her eyes and ambition in her heart, she learned skills one by one. Nicole earned a 2-year associate degree in business technology from the local junior college. For 5 years, she worked as an office manager in a stable company. She was the calm in chaos, the coordinator, the one who knew where every file was, who handled payroll questions, vendor calls, scheduling, and last-minute emergencies. When things needed organizing, they called Nicole the fixer. But quietly deep in her heart, there was a tug, not dissatisfaction, but destiny. She would sit at her desk at the end of the workday, staring at the glow of her computer screen, wondering, is this it? She wanted growth. She wanted new challenges. She wanted relationships that sharpened her spirit. She wanted to become the woman she knew she could be. One Saturday, scrolling through job postings, doubt crept in like a cold draft under the door. What if I'm not qualified enough? What if I fail? What if I leave something stable and regret it? Then she remembered a Bible scripture she had read during her morning devotion. Commit your work to the Lord, and your plans will be established. Proverbs 16, verse 3. She closed her laptop and prayed, not for comfort, not for ease, but for courage. The next morning, she updated her resume. This time, she didn't minimize herself. She listed her junior college degree. She detailed her 5 years of leadership, quantified her results, and acknowledged her growth. Because confidence isn't pride, it's alignment. She taped a Bible verse to her mirror. Be strong and courageous. Do not be frightened, and do not be dismayed, for the Lord your God is with you wherever you go. Joshua 1, verse 9. Every application she submitted became an act of worship. Every cover letter became a declaration of faith. But let's be honest, the rejections came, emails that started with, "Thank you for your interest." Silence from positions she thought were a perfect fit. She became a little discouraged. Think about it. What do you do when faith meets frustration? When you're doing the work, but the door hasn't opened yet? Nicole chose perseverance. She clung to the promise of faithfulness found in Galatians 6, verse 9. Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we do not give up. Instead of quitting, she grew. She enrolled in an online certification to sharpen her technical skills. She practiced interview questions out loud in her living room. She joined a professional networking group. She started attending a church small group to build healthier friendships. Because she realized something powerful. The new job wasn't the only blessing waiting for her. She needed new circles too. She recalled the verse, "As iron sharpens iron, so one person sharpens another." Proverbs 27, verse 17. Growth requires proximity to people who stretch you. Slowly, her confidence shifted, not because she had an offer letter yet, but because she trusted who she was becoming. After several months, finally an interview request. On the morning of the big interview, nerves fluttered in her stomach. She stood in front of the mirror, blazer pressed, resume printed, heart pounding, and she whispered, "I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me." Philippians 4, verse 13. She walked into that room not as someone hoping to be chosen, but as someone equipped. Weeks later, the call came. A new opportunity, a bigger role, greater responsibility, better pay, but more than that, a better version of herself. Nicole didn't just find a new job. She found courage. She found clarity. She found community. And maybe the most important lesson of all, you don't outgrow places by accident. You outgrow them because you're meant to move. So if you feel that stirring in your spirit, if you know there's more inside of you, maybe it's not restlessness, maybe it's readiness, and maybe your breakthrough is waiting on your bravery. Nicole stepped out in faith, and God met her in motion. Here's the truth. God cannot guide a parked life. The question is this: will you stay where it's safe, or will you trust Him enough to step into the more He's already prepared for you? Feel free to comment below. Hit that like button, subscribe, and share with a friend. Let's grow in faith together. Wiser Image will continue to bring you Bible principles on Christian living. Search our channel for more inspirational videos.